All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is part 2 of our video. I'm going to show you the rubrics for your assignment. Your first thing you're going to be doing is the rough draft, which is rather simple. You're going to be graded 10 points on your format here. So you'll need to have the address of the recipient, which will be the school's address. A salutation is included. Paragraphs are not indented, which is business format. A formal closing and salutation included, and professional signature with your full name and or email and job title. That's basically so that they could contact you if they had further questions. Finally, the body paragraphs, you need to have your relationship or nature of relationship mentioned to the person recommended, the length of time you have known them, 3 positive characteristics and traits with examples. That's where the bulk of the points are going to come from. It'll be 3 points for each character trait and example. So 1 point for the character trait, 2 points for an example for each one. Statement of why they would be a good fit for the position. So one of the questions you're probably going to ask is, what do you mean by a character trait with an example? So I'm going to take you back to our template example up here. And I'm going to show you here the sentence. They say, Anik has always displayed a high degree of integrity, responsibility, and ambition. She is definitely a leader rather than a follower. In addition to her excellent scholastic accomplishments, she has proven her leadership ability by organizing a hockey league in North Dakota to provide young people an opportunity to compete and learn good sportsmanship. So this organizing the hockey league is an example. So even though I've given you this template, it's a short one. It is not a perfect example of what you need to do. All right, so then we're going to go ahead and look at your final draft, what that should look like. The final draft is worth 100 points. You're again going to have your letter checked for business format, the content of your body paragraphs. Then you're also going to get 10 points for having a before and after screenshot on a separate sheet of paper for your grammar report. So you'll need to save that as your recommendation letter grammar report. And then clear evidence of revisions, including at least one of the following, and I'll go over those in a second: a completed peer editing form and or a grammar editing reflection sheet. You also need to make sure that all of your stuff is saved in your writing portfolio. That's 25 points. And that your share settings are set so that anyone can view them. The way I check that is when I go to your site. If I can view it, then it's clearly done. If not, then you have it set somewhere where only people with special permission can see it, and that's not correct. And then finally, your rough draft and final draft, as well as your proof of editing, are going to be posted on a new page on your writing portfolio that we are going to call Business Writing, under the heading of Personal Recommendation Letter, and your evidence of revision needs to be included on there again. All right, so real quick, I'm going to show you what your grammar report reflection would look like. Let me zoom back out of this. Zoom out to fit. So it's a space here for you to put in your initial grammar summary report from Pro Writing Aid, what your score was for grammar, spelling, and style. Then you're going to reflect what was your highest score on that in the 3 categories. What was your lowest score? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? And what are you going to do to improve? What goal will you have to improve moving forward so that you don't have to spend as much time fixing grammar? If you choose not to do the grammar reflection, you can do a peer editing sheet. You'll need to find somebody to edit for you. They are going to have to check off that they have read your paper and checked for correct format, capitalization, grammar issues that may create confusion, correct spelling, word choice, knowing the correct form of their or your, those kind of things, and formal tone, which means you're not using contractions. For example, it's and can't and so on. And then again, they're going to have to list one thing that stuck out to them and one thing that they would like to see be changed. If they say nothing, it won't count. They need to actually give you a suggestion. And so you'll need to let them know they have to have a suggestion there. And that's it for this.